to be creative and pressing to a button and say you are creative from now on, and my job is to be creative every day, to have a visual, interesting, appealing, graphic solutions to potential problems or to situations is very challenging. I was born in Rio de Janeiro. I started as a performing artist, and because I always loved drawing, and I draw since I am 6 years old, I decided to take my hobbies and make a real job out of it. Since day one, I was a fan of the first Settlers 1 and 3. I really enjoyed Settlers 6, and then I was in the opportunity to be involved at the end of Settlers 6, and then we started Settlers 7. And for me, it is a dream come true. I'm art director, so I lead a big teams to drive this project and to give the project the necessary graphic vision. My position is important to get a lot of overlappings with a lot of different departments. With the creative director, of course, we work hand in hand together because art is there to serve the vision. Create a game, you create the whole world first, and then you get into who is living there, and you have this global vision. I introduce the world, and I create all the aspects of this world. I create the cult identity of these people, from the environment until their clothing and the props they use. The art department has a big variety on job types, and I lead, direct all of them to keep them on the vision, on the track. If you offer zero boundaries to artists, they get kind of lost and things goes in all possible directions. To keep them on track, we have what we call the Art Bible. And in the Art Bible, we have one about 300 pages where we define the world of the Settlers. To be able to read the game, we run a danger to create something that I call Disneyland effect. The Disneyland effect is a nice place, but everything is unnaturally set. We want to create a world, a city that is believable. You believe these people live and work there. And in the right balance between, I read the building, I read this group of buildings, but I'm not at Disneyland, where everything is out of place, everything is yelling at your face. So welcome to my place. It's still a work in progress, big piece of art that I feel comfortable and cozy. Come in. This house was built in the 80s. And it still holds a lot of traces of the 80s, where actually I spent my childhood. I wanted to have this feeling of coziness, of raw materials. There's a lot of wood, there's a lot of stones, raw stones on the walls, there's glass. I have a passion for animals and bulls. This bull, handmade by a Chinese artist. It is something that I like coming in and being in contact with this pieces that make me feel happy. I grew up with music. I work with music. When I present something at Ubisoft, I like to have music around. I bought this house. One reason is because of the living room has those stained glasses. It looks like a church. And then it's this rounded corner where the piano was fitting perfectly. It was a perfect fit to the whole, if I may say, color palette of this living room. Color is a powerful tool to communicate, not only to give contrast, but also to communicate emotion, to communicate narrative, and that I used to put colors everywhere, specifically combined with the light. Light is really, really important. I like to play with light. There's nothing that I dislike the most is plain, cold light. It's very quiet. It's a place that can leave Düsseldorf, relax my mind, forget work. I have a very tough job and full of appointments and a lot of people around me, and I really enjoy. There's a little bit of isolation. I consume art in all aspects, from X-Men, DC Universe, comic books, to classicals, Shakespeare, Molière, Corneille, those big French authors. I love to go to the opera house and watch dance and watch music. Whether Marie Antoinette with her favor for sweets or Nefertiti or whatever, a marine soldier design or a girl with the elephant. So there is always around character and people. I hang the actual work on this kind of a tower, so when I can wake up in the morning and see them and see, oh, maybe I should change something about it. The line work is not good enough. So I like wake up in the morning and being confronted to my own work. It is a bit of luck, and a lot of dedication, and really planning your career. Everything I made in my life was planned. I went small steps with a big goal. If you want to be a great artist, I think you should pack your suitcase and go see the world. Traveling, it is a real school. And all the work I do at the office, for example, are very inspired by the things I have seen. We have a specific area in the game that was very inspiring, and it's my last trip to South Africa. The world of settlers is a welcoming world, a friendly world, the world you want to spend time, you want to explore and conquer and settle. It's a stylized game, it is in the settlers' DNA, but this time you're going to go for full power, authenticity, and believability. And fulfilling the aspect of readability. Your characters will come in and work and will produce stuff. You'll be able to see what they produce, if they put the output and input piles, how things are running in the building. One big topic for the Settlers game are the cities. It's a city building game, it's economy managing game, and the designs are very, very important. There's not only the aspect of having an appealing look for the designs, but as well a readability aspect. The word readability is really important. We have a game that sells what you see is what you get, and the graphics are responsible for giving all the necessary information in the world. Players need to play with very little use of user interfaces. Every time players will rotate the camera, they will discover new little things about these people, new little objects and props that are placed in the buildings. So it's a little universe full of life, full of detail.